is Dr. Greg Pursley at PC Wellness Centers in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. I'm here with Jonathan Blattel. We're doing something called Healthy Conversations, which is we're just going to talk about health, chiropractic, how it's helped his life, and basically, give a little insight into, what chiropractic is and what I do every day. So nice to have you. Thanks for coming and doing this with me.
Thanks for having me.
Be sure to share this with anybody you think it might help, by the way. And if you have any questions afterwards, go to PC Wellness Center's website, and we'll be able to. Yeah, my 20% battery just popped up. So anyway, no big deal. It's live. We're
cool still live.
We're still live. We're still live.
We're good.
Anyway, so Jonathan, tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, what's your hobbies, and then we'll talk about chiropractic care after that. So
sounds good. Well, I'm Jonathan Blattel. Born and raised here in Cape Girardeau. Work for RJ Reynolds. I'm a territory manager. Some of my hobbies, I like to hunt and fish and play a little golf here and there. So
yeah, we have a lot in common, actually. I like bass fishing, and we share stories. In fact, I think that's one of the reasons why you come in, is just so we can talk about bass fishing.
I think so.
Golfing. I love golfing. I'm certified by Titleist, and we were talking about that
right.
As an instructor. So we get to talk about golf injuries and all that too. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your history with chiropractic and why you chose it, and why you come here.
Well, I think a lot of it is just based on recommendations from friends. I had a good friend of mine that recommended me to Dr. Pursley. Wasn't really into the going to the doctor and getting a bunch of drugs and trying to correct it with what would you call it, pain management medicine.
Yeah.
So I wanted a little more of a natural approach, and Dr. Pursley's been great about that. I've been to a couple other different chiropractors, and it wasn't the same. Dr. Pursley has a completely different bedside manner than other ones that I've been to. He actually breaks it all down to me. I hope that's a good thing.
I feel like I should pay you for this now, because I'm not paying him for this. I feel like I should. You got anything you want to sell? I can buy it, I guess. Anyway.
That's what I do every day. Come on.
So that's actually one of the things I try to is always have that, extra professional but also personal bedside manner. So you build a relationship as opposed to just coming in and being all crabby like a lot of people I know are in the profession. So all right. So as far as what did you get treated for, and how did it help, and that sort of thing.
So a couple of things that Dr. Pursley has done for me. He's worked on my shoulder. He's also worked on my low back. The shoulder really affected my life. When I first came in, my son was pretty young, and I wasn't able to pick him up. I wasn't able to really do much out in the yard with him. So Dr. Pursley got me mobile again in my shoulder, and then we were on just a couple month, every quarter treatment plan, and then it came back through repetitive motion injury, as you like to call it.
Yeah, repetitive motion. And what was the repetitive motion?
It was a repetitive motion fishing injury.
Fishing injury. A fishing injury. That's right. I was casting too often.
Exactly.
And my shoulder started to hurt.
Exactly.
But that's what's cool about it. So what I teach people out in the public and even patients is we work on three things. Two of them are preventative. One of them is for pain. So preventative is when you are doing things at home, you keep your muscles toned and you stretch. So if you are mobile, your joints are mobile and your muscles are toned, that's prevention at home. And also we talked about nutrition a little bit, making sure that if you have the right nutrition, that's preventative as well. You don't need me for that. Secondly, we talk about preventative care, which is coming in occasionally, making sure the joints are mobile if you feel like something's not moving quite right. And then the third part is if you injure yourself, repetitive motion injury, which I'm impressed, by the way, that you remembered that. That's awesome. But if you have a repetitive motion injury or something like that, then you can come in, or a car accident, or a fall, or we have people all the time. Oh, I had a car accident, I fell down the steps, or I slipped and fell, whatever. Went out and did something I normally don't do, like play hockey, like I'm going to do.
Right.
And anyway, so if you have any of those things, then okay, now we can go and get into what we call pain management. The problem most people have is they only come in when they are in pain, when it's preventing them from doing something. And obviously, we want to make sure that we prevent that from ever happening, because it's cheaper. You don't have to come in as often. You don't have
to see this guy as much.
Yeah, exactly. Low blow.
I know.
Anyway, any final comments or anything? I mean, why you chose chiropractic, and obviously you kind of hit on most of the things that I wanted to talk about. But any final?
I would say if you're on the fence about coming into Dr. Pursley, or chiropractic care in general. Hopefully you choose Dr. Pursley here.
Well, people, a lot of my family members are seeing this and from different areas, and I always say, choose a chiropractor first. So even those guys, I mean,
For
you
sure.
can't make it here.
For sure. If you're on the fence about it, definitely at least give it a shot. It's like Dr. Pursley said, it's not necessarily about when you're hurting, but just getting the whole body in line, making sure everything's operating properly. I think you gave me the analogy the other day about going to the dentist, working in your car. All those are preventative maintenance, but we don't treat our body the same way. We treat it more like an amusement park. So
That's true.
Take care of your body, make sure that everything's mobile, and your day-to-day life will be a heck of a lot better.
That's true. And that's what it's all about. So we talk about function, make sure everything's functioning properly, your joints, your muscles, your systems, all of it, your organs. And then you can do the things you want to do in life. And that's what it's all about. Generally, I don't see people until they can't do something they want to do in life. Hey, man, I want to pick up my kid and I can't. I want to go fishing and I can't.
I
want to play golf and I can't. I want to go to work and I can't. That's when I see somebody. Until that point, generally people go, oh, it'll be fine. It'll go away. And I'm like, that's not. If you do the same thing you've always done, you're going to get the same results, right? Yep. So hopefully you got something out of this. Obviously, he talked about shoulder issues and all the problems that comes along with that, as well as some other things that he had. But if you have any questions, email me, drpursley@pcwellnesscenters.com. I'll put that in the comments so you can see that. Share this with anybody it might help. And until next time, healthy conversations. That's what we're trying to do is spread the word of chiropractic and health. And hopefully you learn something, and we'll do that for yourself. Have a great day. Anything else?
Have a great day.
All right. Yeah, there you go. I got to get